Alright, so it is about 10 o'clock at night, and I am bored, and I have been on this zombie kick since like 2 months ago, alright? So, I'm going to explain what my plan was, and why I've changed that, and I'm going to explain some basic survival guides that most people, well, most zombie fanatics would know. Alright, so my plan was, since I'm always over at my buddy Joe's, he's kind of a big guy, you know, he's got a 12 gauge, so, you know, we're prepared to at least get to an ammunition store or something like that. Alright, so my original plan was to grab Joe's 12 gauge and get in the Bel Air and then make our way to Joe's Jug, which is a quick shop not that far away that sells guns and, you know, whatnots. But then, no, hold on, let me finish with my plan. Anyways, so I figured we'd go to Joe's Jug and get the guns, and then we would go to Illinois to get my other friend, and then back to Hannibal to get my other friend. So we'd have a small convoy of 6, power in numbers, not too many numbers, because the more numbers, the more food, the more one's gonna get turned into a zombie and bite the other one, and then our group's screwed. Alright, good plan, I know, so far. Anyways, so from there, we would go back to Louisiana, and we would get inside the hospital, barricade the exits, and get on the top, and survive for as long as we can until we run out of food and, you know, have to go back down. Now, let me tell you why this ends up being a terrible, terrible plan. Alright, 1, shotgun's great, but 2, I didn't think to grab a knife, you know, a blade. Blades do not need to be reloaded, okay? 2, we got in the Bel Air. Cars need gas. Second of all, in a zombie apocalypse, there's going to be wrecked cars. How do you expect a car to scoot around another car when it's just littered? 3. What was 3? I went to the ammunition store. Bad idea. Alright? Because if you thought of it, chances are someone else thought of it. They're already there. There's more survivors there. They don't know if you're infected or not. They're going to shoot you out of plain fear. Alright? Rule number... I forgot what rule, alright? Anyways. Another reason. I planned to go to Hannibal, to Illinois, and back. Wrong. Wrong. I cannot tell you how wrong this is. I will have my friend walk to Louisiana if she wants to join the convoy. I'm sorry, it's ruthless, I know, but sometimes you gotta be numb in a zombie apocalypse. The reason why I will go towards Hannibal, though, is because it's out on a highway, there's not as much people, you know, not as much people bitten, so more chance of survival, and I will have my friend meet me halfway, where we camp out towards, you know, in the country or whatnot, until we need food, and then we will go back to Louisiana and fight our way for food. Alright? Now, let me give you some rules for a zombie apocalypse. I've already mentioned some of these, so just bear with me. Rule number 1. If you're looking for a location, if you've thought of it, chances are someone else has thought of it. Stay away from crowds. They're bad. Too many people. Claustrophobic, you know. They might shoot you thinking you're infected. Just don't do it. It's terrible. Number 2. Zombies aren't scared of you, so why should you be scared of them? Now, that does not mean underestimate the zombie and think, oh, this thing can't hurt me. It just means get rid of your fear, but be sure to be cautious, because one bite, you're infected, you're one of them, you know, you're screwed. Alright. Another thing, everyone's like, oh, I would grab a chainsaw, or I would grab so-and-so gun. No. Alright, yes, you want guns, yes. You want at least one gun, because a blade's useless against a horde of zombies. However, a gun can just drop them, you know, boom, headshot. Chainsaws are bad because they're loud, heavy, and then they take fuel. Just forgo the chainsaw. Forget about it. Never use bikes. Or no, always use bikes. I'm sorry. Never use cars, always use bikes. Now, I know what you're thinking. Oh, not as much protection, man. Not as much protection. You know what? Shut up, okay? Because look at it this way. You're in a car. It's loud. That automatically attracts zombies. You're in a car on the street. How many people do you see in a car on the street on a day? On any normal day, how many cars do you see on the street? Alright. Now, let's say you take all those cars, and in a panic, they all wreck. What are you going to do then? What are you going to do then? AKA, you stop, zombie breaks your window, you're bit, you're dead. Just forgo the cars, forget about them. Alright, another rule. This one's serious, alright? Do not ever spare a friend's life if they have been bitten, okay? I cannot stress this enough. If your friend is bitten, it is best for you to put them out of their misery, because why would you want your friend walking around like a zombie anyways? If they are hurt, it's best to get them somewhere hidden, alright? Now, this is if they're not bitten. If they're not going to survive, I'm sorry, it's ruthless, it's cold, but put them out of their misery, okay? Besides, you know, more food for you. I know that sounds selfish, I know. I'm not a selfish guy. In fact, I have plans to take care of my convoy. I have plans of being the leader of my convoy and pulling them through this. But if that one member of the convoy is gone, we gotta accept that. You can't be too emotional. Let's see. Another rule. Keep someone with you. Keep a friend, always. Because, let's just say, you know, you don't have a friend. One, you're gonna be lonely as hell. Ever spent days upon days without a friend? Like, have you ever been grounded and you just thought, I cannot take this anymore? Well, in a zombie apocalypse, your parents aren't gonna come and unground you and say go hang out with your friends. In a zombie apocalypse, you're fucked if you don't bring a friend, because frankly, you're just gonna get tortured by solitude and just eventually go insane and blow your brains out. Let's face facts. So this video is pretty much over with, you know. Oh yeah, never stay in a place too long. Alright, well, if you need any more zombie survival tips, you know, comment, you know, whatever, video response on what you would do and why else you think my plan's crappy. I am currently in the plans of making a new plan, so, you know, bye.